Hi everyone, let's look at another variation of Ruy Lopez. So after a6, bishop a4, knight f6 and castle, black can take white's e-pawn, and now it would be called the open Tarrasch defense instead of Berlin defense, because now there's this a6, bishop a4. But let's look at bishop e7, which usually leads to closed defense. Rook e1, b5, bishop b3, and now d6, closing the position. c3, castle, and h3. Now there's many variations that black can go to, and I will cover them in my next video. That will be about this position. But let's look at the Chigorin variation, which starts with knight a5. This has been taught in study books as the main line of Ruy Lopez for some time, so it used to be that for like 50 years ago. But some say that it doesn't have that much dynamism for black, so white shouldn't be worried about this. But nevertheless, it's good to know if black wants to play this, then you should know it. The idea of this knight move is to either develop it to g3 and from there maybe to f5, but as we will see, the knight can't afford to do that. Here black takes on d4 usually. He can also play bishop d7, knight c6, rook d8, rook e8. Now knight c6. Black can also play still bishop d7 or bishop b7 or rook d8, but this is most popular. And now white lends support for that d-pawn temporarily to be able to develop the bishop. The knight gets kicked, goes back to d2. Now bishop d7, protecting the b-pawn indirectly. Rook c1, excellent move. Queen b7. Now here knight f1 can also be played, but queen e2 is more popular. Rook fe8, bishop d3, rook a b8, and I think this is the end of the Chigorin variation. Now here white can either play d takes e or a3. D takes e is a little bit more drawish. Here black usually takes with the knight, but taking with the pawn doesn't look bad either. And something like this should be a draw. Let's see if there's any difference if black actually takes with the pawn. Bishop c5 still, something like this, g3. It's quite it should be a draw. If black takes the h pawn, then perhaps white can use the h pawn for h file for attack later. So white can also play 20 a3, which is a little bit sharper, and it can lead to black wins if white is not careful. Now black has this strong knight here. Here white can play this or just f3 or bishop g5, but it should be a theoretical draw. So anyway, I'll try to remember this far about the Chigorin variation. Let's look at that again. And why am I talking about Chigorin variation? It's called no, actually I was correct. I just made a video about this and I called it the Tarrasch defense all the time, so I had to delete it and make a new one. So no problems. So thanks for watching. Take care.